Okay, so what am I doing in my hideout all the time to be increasing my hideout skill as for the management and crafting? As you can see, my hideout is not complete. Intelligence center is still not at level 3. That has due to that I really don't like to go into labs and look for these items. Therefore, I decided I'm gonna try to push my luck by doing all the quests at the lighthouse keeper, because you actually get the quest reward at one of the missions for the lighthouse keeper, the far forward current converter, and the what was it again? And the GPS signal amplifier. Anyways, back to the point. I do have a scav case. I always go for 15k, and I go for 2.5k. Those two, they bring me quite a lot of good gear that I can use, I would say. For instance, we just got the LBT backpack right now, which I'm gonna use. And then if we push forward, my generator is always running, because if you burn fuel, you will be automatically also gaining the hideout management skill. Therefore, your hideout management should somehow be a little bit higher level than crafting, but it's not necessarily. Now let's go into the lavatory. What I'm doing in lavatory all the time is basically making the shaman shampoos. These are quite of a good option. As you can see, 23k for one of those, and if we go for the soap, it's 10k, that it's 33k, and they go for 20 usually, which means you're 10k in profit. The other option that you go from here is to buy 4 of the tactical sling bags, which is just 8k, and you will be producing 2 of Cordura Poromite fabrics, which is 40k again. And those are both, they go both for 45 minutes, as you can see, each, which is usually something that what my usual average span is, as you can see, per rate. I do have this at longer period of time as well, but at the moment it's just 24 minutes. But yeah, 30 minutes is really good. Now and then I will go for a gas mask, which I'll do right now as well, because just 1 minute and 52 seconds. You do lose some money, but if I'm doing something in my hideout, I'll go for this. In the meanwhile, and with this I am crafting filters then. Now water filters right now are going for quite a lot of money, 79. They went up for in like 25k, like half their price they went up. Now what I do with the water filters is the thing that I love the most. As you can see, the FP100 filter comes from 2 water filters, right? And 2 of the gas mask air filters. Now they are quite expensive as well. They go for 197k. Now this is the trick that I'm doing. So it goes for 2 hours and 27 minutes. Right now I'm gonna go away for 2 hours and 27 minutes. So this is gonna be perfect to do it right now. Okay. Kinda out of metal parts now. Come on. We're gonna click this. So I'm gonna be crafting the filter, and that's pretty much the reason why we want to amplify our before I escalate everything up, why we want to amplify the hideout management is because the percentage bonuses from hideout zones is being increased, right? Like, okay, Bitcoin is great, item crafting is great, but it's basically hideout management, because the water filters, fuel, and hideout zones. And now if we're gonna go and take a look where I get those, is basically I will remove the filter just before it will go down. Oh, I didn't show you the other ones. Before it will be able to start producing, like it's gonna be at 2 or like 10 or 20 minutes left, right? I will remove it and I'll put in a new one, right? I'll put in a new one. Therefore, I will have an extra water filter, which I'm gonna use to craft the FP filter. So I will be actually not so the FP filter is gonna cost me then. What's the cost then? Let's see. The cost is gonna be 80k plus 2 metal parts. It's gonna be 120k. I'll be saving 80,000 on my filters, because the air filtering unit is just one of the best things that you can have for your physical skills, right? So when we're coming up to like endurance and strength and so on, this is a must-have. And as you can see, that 3.2% on physical comes from me having my hideout at level 8 right now. So 8% up on 40. It's that bonus, right? So let's go into the nutrition unit. I am crafting the sugars, of course, all the time, but because you must not craft the same item each time you craft something, I'm going for the can of Jamaica coffee beans or Slicker's chocolate bar. Actually, if you go for Slicker's chocolate bar, you're not losing money. Over the night, this craft is 5 hours for Pelco light beer. Over the night, I'm also crafting those because this is like 300. You get 300k out of it, and it's worth it. Especially, it's worth it because I am using them in the lavatory to be crafting the shaman shampoos. Now, talking about shaman shampoos, why I'm crafting... Oh, let's get our moonshine first. I will buy the water because it's still worth it to craft. Why shaman shampoos? You have 2 really good traits. One of those is the green stimulate, which gives you a really good health regeneration. You probably used it before. So what I'm doing is... Oh, I'm out of time. I'll need to wait for reset, I guess. Sorry. I'm buying those, and then with Ragman, there is a armored rig trait. It's right here. It's for the AVS, which is one of the better armored rigs, if you ask me. So what I'm gonna be trading here is... It's a really good trade. So it's 140k, but that 140k I actually get from crafting. So crafting in all of purpose, it's one thing that you have to do. It's really now let's go to Workbench. What I'm doing here, the quicker crafts, it's gonna be the 3 gunpowders. So I'm gonna do the eagle, the hawk, and the kite. I just did the eagle. Now before that I did the kite, which is also profitable. Like look, 120 HP rounds is 8,000 rubles, and if we take this, you're gonna get 30, let's say 34,000 right out of it. So this is one of the best crafts. Now what I do is I always go for, as I said before, just I deviate from one to another. So I'll go with blue, then I'll go with eagle, and then I'll do the hawk. For a longer period of times that I want to craft something, of course, is ammo, the M995 for 545, but it's 15 hours. And there's a couple of more of them. There's M80s if you wish. I think the M80 is not worth it. And what else is there? Let me see. Oh, of course, the AP20 Those are really good as well, but they take a lot more time, because what you have to do for the hideout is just be constantly clicking and trying to get the right time when you're gonna come back and click it again. So you do the get items and start crafting as much as possible. Okay, let's go to the Medstation. Now Medstation, these are 4 of my favorites, of course. So we just did the blue stim, which is for stamina recovery. It's just one of the stims that I always have in my pouch. But to craft those, you always need pile of meds. So whatever I craft, first of all, I'm gonna be crafting pile of meds. Then onwards, I'll be crafting Propital, and then I'll go for SJ1 TG. So for this one, because you need the SJ1 to be able to craft the SJ6. So you just go from one to another, and you're basically crafting yourself stims. Now, by crafting stims, you have to know you are losing a bit of money, but I think they are a really valuable attribution to you fighting all the time, because if you're using like Propital or Zagusting when you have multiple bleeds and you're in a serious fight, this is something that's gonna save you. So the crafts are, for me, are really fun. This is also one of the vibes that I completely went into it. Please don't look at my Bitcoin farm, because I still have to level up my stash to level 4, and so many 200,000 euros is 28 million at the moment. So yeah, I don't have the money to do it yet. Also, talking about the shooting range, you should be putting the shooting range up to level 3, because you have your leveling boost on the combat by 10, and then we have the 0.8% again from the as we said before. It's not much, but you know, this is all that really helps. And as I said before, guys, this is something you just should be doing. And also the gym, of course. The gym, if you hit that sweet spot, your endurance and strength will go up faster than usual. And whenever, maybe this another tips and tricks, it goes for the perception, attention, memory, and search. Whenever you are in a raid, make sure when you loot everything, even if it's not valuable. You know what I mean? Just pick it up, trust me, pick it up, and then whatever you don't want to bring out of the raid, pull it back. And also, when that's something that you can see with like really good streamers or pro players. Like when they kill somebody, they will loot and then put back or discard the item. That will help you a lot. So this was just something that I tried to tell you for some time, and I just said to myself, I gotta have to do this right now. So guys, please tell me if this was helpful. Also, please tell me if you do something different that I do. But mostly I do it like this. So thank you again for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.